Australia's signature race, 1881, so it's got a long history, and that first winner was named after his trainer, D.O.D., David O'Day. He was having his fourth start, can you believe it, in 5 days, and earlier that week had contested the Adelaide Cup. In more recent years, stars of the turf, international stars like Takeover Target, who won in 2009 on his way to Singapore.
8 Group 1 wins, $6 million, a true champion.
And then 3 years later, the one and only Black Caviar won here on her way to meet the Queen at Royal Ascot.
Black Caviar, the equine superstar of the world, and that's 21 today.
Other champs like Santa Ana Lane, and if you go back to the 50s, the first horse inducted into the South Australian Racing Hall of Fame, the mighty Matrice, the father of Manahai and the grandfather of Manicato. Great names, great memories. So what's going to happen today? Well, Jamie Carr's got a magnificent chance of adding to what she's done over the last fortnight with Benedetta. And Climbing Star, can she become the third filly to win a Sangster and the Goodwood? Western Australia is so well served today. The Wizards here on that 3-year-old Oscar's Fortune.
Oscar's Fortune in front of Amelia's Jewel, and Oscar's Fortune has upset the favourite.
And what about Simon Miller? We all have a soft spot for Simon. He saddles up Amelia's Jewel for the final time. That's the fairy tale, and that's the way I think today will end.
It's South Australia's great race, and this is the 139th running of the Goodwood, and Bruce McAvaney has summed it up perfectly. It's been Adelaide's time to shine. They've had an extraordinary car. Sports bet Goodwood, and really looking forward to it, Em. 1 is a scratching, and 2 is your girl, Amelia's Jewel. Blinkers go on the first time. We both agree that she's probably 1,600 metre horse, but she might still be too good.
She's a horse who has promised the world, and she's been thereabouts in all of those big black type starts, but she's yet to get the Group 1. As you mentioned, the big thing is the blinkers. We hear at home she is a weapon in them. Would love to see her get the Group 1 for Simon Miller before she heads to Annabelle Neesham's stable. Here is a Group 1 winner in Climbing Star, and Lockie Neindorf. He just won the last race. Big price for a filly who has won a Group 1 at her last start.
That's exactly right. I mean, maybe weights and measures, are people getting carried away with that? The fact that she has 56.5 kilos, so give weight to others. She's a 4-year-old mare. She always had an element of quality about her. Remember in the Hawke Stakes, you and I were going, boy, gee, that was a good run for Gripper, considering it had 59. Drops down to 56, wide barrier, but he's a quality sprinter. And this is the guy that defeated him, though on that occasion, Extremely Lucky received 5 kilos. Today, meets him level at weight.
I think Extremely Lucky is an 1,100 metre horse. I know that sounds silly because we're dealing at the lower end of distances, but I think the 1,200 is just maybe that smidgy too far for him, but he is a Group 3 winner. The 6 is I Am Me. Blake Shin having a great day. Kieran Maher taking this mare back over to South Australia. She's raced in Melbourne, in Sydney, and she's been thereabouts winning the Group 3 Sydney Stakes, beating some really nice types on that occasion. Maybe she's the horse who could get the job done over Amelia's Jewel. Benedetta, she's a Group 3 winner. Blinkers first time for her as well.
Yeah, and Jamie Carr jumps on board and draws that inside barrier. She's a quality mare. She gets a chance. She's by hell-bent. Blinkers go on the first time. They've decided now is the time. Grace Ramage was with us. Grace Hayes, Ben's wife, was with us when you were away 1 week, and she was talking about Arkansas Kid, about they think they've got Group 1 sprinting aspirations. Now, they went back from that wide barrier last time. I think they might change tactics and go forward here.
Yeah, especially from that wide gate, like 17, you can either drift back or try and settle a little further forward. Johnny Rocker. So he's got the form behind Imperatriz. He's got the form behind Chain of Lightning. So he's run in the superior sprinting races of the season so far, being the William Reid and the TJ Smith. He drops 4 kilos. Reece McLeod, he doesn't just go over to Adelaide to ride anything. He's been very selective with his book at the moment. For him to jump on, he's been a revelation since joining Nick Ryan's out. I reckon he can get it.
Yeah, it's a good case that you've mounted there. Jacob Opperman jumps on board Rumos. Now the blinkers go on, the winkers come off a gelding by I Am Invincible. Then we get to What You Need. Now, Mick Price has been really honest with everyone, saying, look, he's not going to be at the level that he was after he's had some health issues. He's not going to get to that superstar level that many of us thought he could get to after his first 3 wins. However, he's doing a really good job. That was a great performance last start. This is my top selection. Weights and measures, I'll push this way. He is a really good sprinter. He defeated Amelia's Jewel in the Roma Cup at level weights, and he was basically a nose away from her in the quokka. He meets her 3 kilos better today, and I think he gets his chance for William Pike to get a win. Skybird's a beauty. Yeah,
she's a 2-time Group 2 winner, having won the Moonee Valley Classic over the mile. But I think that's the key for her. While she's a winner over the 1200 last start in the Tobin Bronze, I think maybe going forward her best distance range is probably the 14 to the 16, but she carries 0 weight, 53 kilos, with baby Bo Mertens in the saddle. Stretton Angel, Daniel Stackhouse, yet to win a Group 1, and your roughie. Yeah,
and blinkers go on the first time, so came through that climbing star Sangster performance, ran really well for mine. Lightweight chance, way over the odds, can run a beauty.
To do this for a long while as crowds assemble to watch the Goodwood. Now, just a lesson, Daisy.
You've got some advice for Daisy.
I've got some advice, and so do you. Now, when you struggle with the pronunciation of a horse such as the 12, Richo, can you please detail some of the 12's
Horse number 12 for M and I would be referred to as the gelded son of Headwater, which is code for not attempting that name. I've got Oscar's Fortune on top. I think the best roughie is Stretton Angel. I think she can run some sort of race. Em, who have you got on top?
I want Amelia's Jewel to win for Simon because we just love him. And we would love for him to get this big win, her second Group 1. I'll correct myself there, before she heads up to Sydney to join Annabelle Neesham's stable. But I would also love to see Johnny Rocker win it for Nick Ryan and Reese McLeod. A couple of the old rusted-on Melbourne blokes get a Group 1 together would be very special. There would be scenes in Adelaide tonight.
It'd be huge. Who's the market mover, Days?
It is Johnny Rocker. I'm going to keep it easy there with the 4 syllables. Johnny Rocker will be your PointsBet market mover here for the big one into $6.50. That continues to be crunched. Johnny Rocker, your PointsBet market mover.
This is South Australia's great race. The Goodwood is the pinnacle of all. I mean, the Sangster's a superb race, the Australasian Oaks and the Derby for the 3-year-olds, but this is their race.
There is something special about a sprinting Group 1 over the 6 furlongs at set weights and penalties with a field like this. Not only have they come from Adelaide, they have come from here, there and everywhere. New South Wales, Victoria and even Perth to contest this great race today, and it has been won by some absolute beauties. Many at a price in the last 6 years as we've taken in. You haven't had to be a short price favourite to get the job done in a race like this, just proving how open it is as we edge towards the end of the regular racing season. Final thoughts?
So here we go. My final thought is it's going to be a beauty. I think WA can win it. William Pike with Oscar's Fortune, Amelia's Jewel. At one stage in the race will look the winner and the crowd will roar. Or could we see a boil-over? Could it be Shane and Cassie Oxlade and Craig Newitt with Scripper, who goes forward? So here we go, the Goodwood.
The others are well behaved in the gates. They stand like soldiers. Just Karakazoo and I Am Me, just awaiting their turn to move forward. $4.20 for Amelia's Jewel. Benedetta stands well, along with Rubamos. I Am Me goes into the gates. Extremely lucky. There's one to move in, Karakazoo. And we're set to run. Ready to rumble. The Goodwood. 139th running of the Goodwood here in South Australia. Set at Morphettville, race 8. Amelia's Jewel favourite. Standing by for the light. We're awaiting the signal. Gates open and they're racing in the Goodwood. Arkansas Kid blasted out. He was away fast with Oscar's Fortune. Johnny Rocker, I Am Me, Benedetta's picking up speed. Then Climbing Star, Skybird, Rubamos, Extremely Lucky, Stretton Angel, What You Need. Carrickazoo, Amelia's Jewels well back in the field with Grinzinger Prince, and Sharippa had to go back to last. The leader, I Am Me, was able to boot up, hold out the early challenge from Arkansas Kid, 650 metres to run. I Am Me from Arkansas Kid. Oscar's Fortune has the sit on them. Rubamos, and then Johnny Rocker, Benedetta, Climbing Star, Carrickazoo. Next one as they approach the bend, Stretton Angel from Skybird, Extremely Lucky. Amelia's Jewels a long way back on the rail as they turn for home, where I Am Me joined by Arkansas Kid. Rubamos on the fence, then Johnny Rocker, Oscar's Fortune, Climbing Star, Stretton Angel, Benedetta. It's Arkansas Kid from I Am Me. Arkansas Kid a neck on I Am Me. Climbing Star, Benedetta joining in, Oscar's Fortune, and Stretton Angel the widest out. Benedetta strikes the lead. Stretton Angel's after her. Benedetta. Jamie Carr gets another Group 1 in South Australia. It's gold for Benedetta over Stretton Angel. Photo third, I Am Me or Climbing Star. Then Oscar's Fortune, Arkansas Kid gave cheek. Sharippa ran on, What You Need. Next one in was Skybird, followed by Carrickazoo. Amelia's Jewel couldn't get into the picture. Likewise, Grinzinger Prince, Extremely Lucky. Johnny Rocker towards the back with Sharippa.
Oh, what a race. What a race that was. And Jamie Carr, she is riding like a woman, absolutely possessed at the moment. Blinkers on Benedetta for the first time, and gets another Group 1 in her home state. Back-to-back Group 1 weekends for an absolute superstar of the Australian racing world in J Carr.
So 14 Group 1s for Jamie Carr. 14. It's just incredible what she's been able to do. Stretton Angel, the roughies, run some sort of race. In fact, Philip Stokes has trained second and third there with Stretton Angel and Climbing Star. We've got a photo for fourth. But Benedetta, think about Jason Warren. This is huge for him. He had Bell Sprinter, was able to win a Group 1, and we thought, oh, Jace, you'll get a whole stack of them. That was back in 2013 in the Galaxy. So 11 years between Group 1s. He gets his second today, and well done. He's
already had a winner at Morphettville today, so it's a big double for him on South Australia's biggest day. Benedetta wins, Stretton Angel in for second, Climbing Star in for third, I Am Me. Amelia's Jewel, I think we can safely say she is not a 1,200 metre horse, and we look forward to seeing her over a trip in Sydney. Chantel, take up
139th running of the Goodwood. What a ride by Jamie Carr. What a training performance. Jason Warren, 11 years since his first and only Group 1. He finally gets a Group 1 with Benedetta, courtesy of a Jamie Carr special, defeating Daniel Stackhouse, who has been riding Benedetta for all campaign. Oh, can be cruel sport. Here's Jamie Carr.
We'll get to Jamie in just a moment. She's on her way here, just having a quick debrief with some of the owners. But Jamie, congratulations. Yeah, hugs with the stable and now with us. Jamie, congratulations. Did the race go to plan?
Oh, they're making me emotional now. It did. It's exactly where I wanted to be. Everything just happened perfectly for her. She's a horse with so much talent, and she's just had things not go her way, and today it was just lined out perfectly for her.
When you started to really join in at the 200 metre mark, did you think it was going to be a bit easier than that?
She got to the front a touch soon, and she just waited with the blinkers on the first time. She couldn't see anything around her, and she was good once she could feel the horse coming to her again. I did think it would be easier than what it was in the end, but like I said, she just couldn't see that horse. But it all worked out in the end.
A second Group 1 in your home state in the space of a week.
That's so special. Like, I wanted that one Group 1, and then after one you want another one. You want to keep getting more and more. So I've got a few more to beat Ben's record for the Goodwoods, but I'll be back next year.
Yeah, and next year, and you've got two now to put on the CV from South Australia. They're both on the same day, the Sangster and the Oaks. That'd be a nice double.
Yeah, I'll get that too. I'll get that one too.
Well done.
It's been an awesome 3 weeks. Thank you.
Gee, she's in a good place at the moment. She's just loving life, and she's riding like she's loving life, and that is wonderful to see, because we forget But it was only 12 months ago she had an absolute horror fall, and we wondered if she'd ever...